Hello everyone, this is Ayesha from Speak with Impact by Ayesha. After a long time and some more and more creative topics for all of you. So for this video, my topic is very inspiring and energetic. The myth of the dead end. It sounds horror. It's not. Listen. We all have felt that stomach drop feeling. The moment you see the grade you didn't want. The moment you miss the winning shot. The moment you post something you worked for us and it gets 0 likes. The thing which keeps happening with me. In that second, it feels like the floor just disappeared. Doesn't it feel like a fatal? Like you reached the end of the map and there's nowhere left to go. We've been taught that failure is a red X on a paper, a stop sign. But I am here to tell you that failure isn't a wall. It's actually a floor. It's the solid ground you stand on to reach on the next level. The video game logic. Think about your favorite video game. When you lose a level, does the game delete itself? Does your console explode? No, you see the game over screen. And what do? You hit respawn. You don't go back into that level and do the exact same thing again. You think, okay, that enemy jumped from the left, so this time I'll move right. That's what failure actually is. From my point of view, failure is data. It's the universe giving you a very loud, very annoying hint that the way you were doing things wasn't quite right. If you never failed, you never know what to fix. Perfection is a boring teacher. Failure? Failure is the coach that makes you better. The famous failure. We see people at the top and we think they flew there. We see the trophy, the 100% grades, the million subscribers, but we are only seeing the highlight reel. Did you know the greatest basketball player of all the time, Michael Jordan, was cut from his school varsity team? He didn't just fail, he was told he wasn't good enough to even be on the bench. If he had treated that failure as fatal, we would not know his name. But he used it as fuel. He decided that no was temporary answer. Failure is only fatal. If you stop moving, if you stay on the ground, then yeah, you're failed. But if you get up, you're just in the middle of a success story that hasn't finished yet. The power of pivot. So how do you handle that red X happens? First, own this thing. It's okay to be annoyed. It sucks to lose. Second, ask the magic question. Don't ask why me. Ask what now. What now turns a tragedy into a strategy. What now? I need to study differently. What now? I need to practice my left hand dribble. What now? I need to try a different script. The what now is your superpower. It's a bridge between where you fell and where you're going. One day you're going to look back at those things that's making you sad right now. And you're going to realize it was the best thing that ever happened to you. Because it made you tougher, it made you smarter, and it taught you that you can take a hit and keep standing. Failure is in the opposite of success. It's a part of success. This thought I learned was from the thought of the day on my school whiteboards, and I used to get a lot of impression and inspiration from this thought. So the next time you fail, don't look for an exit, look for the respawn button. Because as long as you're still breathing, nothing is fatal. Go fail at something today. It means you're actually trying. Let me give you all another common example. You will feel like a genius for failing. Think about a scientist in a lab. They spend 99% of the time failing. They mix two chemicals and nothing happens. They try a different formula and it blows up their face. Do they sit on floor and cry because they are failures? Nah. They take out a notebook and write, Method A didn't work. Method B exploded. Every fail is just them crossing an incorrect answer of a giant list. They aren't losing, they're eliminating the wrong ways until one is right. You aren't bad at math or bad at sports. You're just a scientist currently testing out all the ways that don't work yet. Segment 2, the muscle tear analogy. Have you ever wondered how muscles actually grow? It's kind of gross. Actually, when you lift weights, you're literally creating tiny microscopic tears in your muscle fibers. You're failing the muscle. It hurts. It feels weak. But then your body rushes in those heal into tears and it makes the muscle thicker and stronger than it was before. Failure is just a micro tear for your character. It hurts in the moment, but the healing process is what makes you a giant later. If you ever feel the strain, you're never growing only, you'll always stay on the floor. Extending segment 3, draft 1 versus the final edit. It's perfect for creative viewers just like you people. Imagine a movie you loved. Avengers, Harry Potter, Spider-Man. It was released exactly as it was written the very first time. It would be a disaster. The jokes wouldn't land, the CGI would be missing, and the plot would make no sense. The failure happens in the editing room. They cut the bad screens, they shoot the weak parts, and they fix the mistakes. Your life right now, this is just the rough draft. You're allowed to have typos. You're allowed to have potholes. The only way you'll fail the movie of your life is if you stop editing and throw the script in the trash. Segment 4, the staircase visual. It's a quick, punchy closing before the conclusion. If you look at a staircase from the side, it looks like a zigzag up, then flat up, and then flat. That flat part, that's where you feel like you are going nowhere. That's the plateau. That's the moment after a failure where you feel stuck, but you can't get to the next step without standing on that flat ground first. Don't hate that flat parts of your journey. They are holding you up while you get ready for the next climb. How after these actions, you can jump straight into the conclusion. One day you're going back, just like the one I mentioned before, to look back at the thing that makes you sad right now and realize it was the best thing that happened to you till now. The same thing happened with me in both my edge competitions and reading competitions. Just 1% less than perfect. It's fine. I got up again. I went to another competition. I got selected for the grand finale. Again, I was a step below. But still, I keep practicing for my next step, which would be a grand success for sure. That's why get ready for the next climb. Don't keep waiting about what had made you sad. I hope you all are inspired from this wonderful version, just like how I am very inspired and motivated from this version I thought about. I have learned a lot from this video myself. I have learned how to not look back at those things which made me fail and sad. Failure is a part of success. It isn't the end of success. So whenever you fail, as soon as you fail, don't sit and cry on the floor. keep in your mind, start thinking immediately about your next greatest success. I hope you all enjoyed my video. Have a great day. Thank you all.